Hey guys, welcome to NBA Update. This is our first video,
and today we will be talking about Bulls news.
So, I'm sure all you know that the first trade that the Bulls have made was a sign and trade to acquire Lonzo Ball, trading Tomas Satoransky, Garrett Temple, and a second-round pick. And then they signed Alex Caruso, and then there was a trade including DeMar DeRozan for Thaddeus Young, and then it was a sign and trade too, and so
we will be talking about if those were smart moves.
Yes, and also the signing of Javonte Green and Tony Bradley. So they are paying DeMar DeRozan $28.4 million a year. So he will be 33 soon, and so some NBA players turn to not play as highly as they did before when they turn in between 33 and 35 in those stages. That is a lot of money to pay. What is shocking is that the Bulls have not traded Lauri Markkanen. They also traded Daniel Theis for a trade expectation, which landed them DeMar DeRozan. And it was a shock because the rumors were that he was going to be traded to the Pelicans or the Spurs. And those trades happened. We got the players, but we didn't include Lauri. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we should get rid of Lauri pretty soon because
he said he's not happy in Chicago. He wants a fresh new start.
But also,
and he has not lived up to the hype. He bet on himself and has not lived up to expectations.
If he stays though, and we sign him for an extension, we're gonna be paying him probably around $11 million.
Well, we offered him a contract of $9 million. So if he can't get a better contract, we can, or if there was a better contract, we can match the offer sheet. And Stacey King, Bulls commentator, would not like Lauri to go, but Lauri only averaged 13.5 points per game. He's not the best defender. Not really good at decision making, and the reason he wasn't traded to San Antonio was because the Spurs didn't want to pay him all the money he was hoping for. So they traded Thaddeus Young, but is Zach LaVine happy with this? Because Zach LaVine, one of his best friends is Thaddeus Young. So was that a smart idea to trade him for DeMar DeRozan? What do you think, Andrew?
Well, in my opinion, it was, even though Thaddeus Young is a little bit younger, and he's
not that young.
A little bit younger.
I mean, he's in his 30s.
Yeah, but he's not as old as DeMar DeRozan.
I think he is
think he's a year younger.
because Nikola Vucevic, he was a rookie when Thaddeus Young was on the Sixers, and when Zach LaVine was a rookie, Thaddeus Young was not a rookie, obviously. And he calls my rook. And he was a great veteran. We have been training some veterans on the Bulls, and we don't have a lot of salary left. They could have matched the offer sheet of Daniel Theis. Do you think they should have? It was the same money they could have paid Alex Caruso.
Well,
that they paid.
We kind of need a few point guards because now we have backup point guard Kobe White. He was our starter, but he's probably going to be our backup
Yeah,
behind Lonzo Ball. And then now we have a good backup with Patrick Williams for DeMar DeRozan. Which
he could play the 3 or the 4. So the Bulls starting lineup, if they were to keep Lowry, it would probably be him at the power forward. So the starting lineup for the Bulls will probably be Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. But there are tampering investigations with the Chicago Bulls and the New Orleans Pelicans, but also not only them, but also the Heat and the Raptors. And last year, before the Hawks signed Bogdanovic, he was with the Sacramento Kings, and the Bucks lost the draft pick for tampering, and he never went to the team. Almost every team tampers before, because it was one night into free agency. That's kind of sus. That not even a minute into free agency that the trade happened, and Lonzo Ball was a Chicago Bull, and I'm a Bulls fan, as you probably tell. So it's pretty obvious. We were actually on Sports Chicago one time, weren't we?
Yes, we were. For the final game of the 2020-2021 NBA season.
Yeah,
the Bulls versus Bucks.
Yeah, and every team tampers. Lonzo Ball, he will not be going back to New Orleans. I know there are Bulls fans that think that will happen. No, but if they are caught for that, it will probably be serious. It could be handing over their cell phones, business phone, all their devices that they used to contact people, and so they can go through their record files on who they called. It's a pretty big deal.
I think getting Lonzo Ball was kind of smart, because then we have another guard that we can use.
Yes.
If Zach LaVine were to go to the bench, we could bring in Kobe White, put him at point guard, and Lonzo at shooting guard, and then,
So the Bulls also have a center from Serbia that has comparisons to Nikola Jokic, and I think it's Marko Simovic. I know his name is Marco. I'm not sure if I pronounced his last name wrong. Sorry if I did. And he was averaging 15 points per game, 5 rebounds and 6 assists. So he was 7 assists, and so he was doing pretty well. And those were around the same numbers as Nikola Jokic, and and he has decided to join the Bulls this season. He was drafted second round after Patrick Williams for the Bulls, and also this year a second round pick, kind of a steal from the University of Illinois. Not Illinois, not ISU, but Ayo Dosunmu is a Chicago Bull. What are your thoughts on that? He isn't exactly like a well-known college player, but he will be joining the Bulls. So the Summer League, the Bulls play the Pelicans, and they have some promising players. It seems like Patrick Williams is pretty promising. He got snubbed from the Rising Stars game. Do you think Patrick Williams should have been in the Rising Stars game?
For sure. He's a good player. He can play, like you said, he could play the 3 or 4.
Yeah, he can defend too.
He has good potential.
Yeah, he he had comparisons to Kawhi Leonard, and he guards players like LeBron and Kawhi, and actually does a pretty decent job. So Zach LaVine, do you think next year he will be a free agent? Do you think he will re-sign? Do you think he will sign a contract extension with the Chicago Bulls?
Depending on how far the Bulls get, I would think. I mean, he might stay even if we don't make it to the play-in. But if we make it at least to the play-in and maybe win and go to the playoffs, then I would
I'd see exactly
think he would stay.
Yeah, Nikola Vucevic, I think he only has like a couple years left, or a year left or something. And the Bulls acquired him, Trey Wendell-Carter Jr., Alport Jr., and a couple picks. Their first round pick was included, and Aminu, the Bulls received back. Nikola Vucevic, there have been rumors that he might be traded. Do you think that is a huge possibility?
I think the Bulls should keep him. We've been going through centers pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We haven't been keeping centers for that long, but we finally have a center that I think could be a good piece to be able to make it to the playoffs.
Yes, and I think the Bulls would probably be like the 7th seed. If there were to be a trade, I think it'd be like Vucevic for like Bam Adebayo. If they had Adebayo and Vucevic, that'd be good because they'd have like two types of big men. And Billy Donovan, a great coach, he loves his 3-guard lineups. He had it in OKC, shouts to the Bulls' new front office. They have been taking a big approach to getting some players. So anything else you'd like to add on before we wrap it up?
So if we put Alex Caruso, like say we put him as maybe the backup shooting guard, it would be pretty good because he could...
Zach LaVine, if LaVine's getting tired putting Alex Caruso, some players say that he won't play as good because he's not with LeBron. Do you think that's true?
I mean...
It might be, but...
So, you guys don't know this, but I'm not really the biggest fan of LeBron. I don't really like LeBron.
I'm not the biggest fan of
overrated.
We have to admit he is a good player, but
yes,
I think a lot of you guys can agree that he tends to flop. But really hope LeBron isn't watching this. I know he's probably not watching. A couple of sixth graders.
He probably would not.
Yeah.
No. I think Alex Caruso is actually pretty good.
Yeah. He has potential.
Yes. I was just about to say that actually.
So, we are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.
Bye.